You are about to make a huge step when it comes to August 2022. And this in itself is going to be absolutely obvious in between the 17th and the 27th of August 2022. But what you must remember, my gorgeous Capricornius, you must remember this. One specific thing, one particular thing you need to remember. No one knows you better than you know yourself. With another words, no one in this world knows knows what's the best for you better than yourself. Please do remember this, no matter what. My name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Capricornius, and it's for August 2022. Oh my goodness, it's time to make a really bold move. You're gonna make a really bold move when it comes to this month, and I'm so happy because you're gonna be so much closer to the part of your life that I can just describe as a dream. You know, you will be so much closer to the actual part of your life that you feel so passionate about. My goodness. So this is to do with your own uniqueness. This is to do with your own spirituality. This is to do with you understanding this world and things around you on a completely different level to everybody else. You have to take all this into consideration, and you are going to create something absolutely mind-blowing indeed. Just pay attention to the actual opportunity that you are going to have, which is going to be highlighted on the 12th of August, and then it's going to be highlighted again on the 30th and the 31st of August 2022. If you came across of these opportunities only like about a couple of months ago, you will be like, no baby, no. So this in itself is an absolutely clear sign and indication that now it's time, my gorgeous Capricornius, to start moving on with your life. What you have gone through, what you have been through, but also like especially when it comes to the actual mind-blowing level of understanding, even with things that are absolutely crazy outside there that absolutely don't make sense. This is a clear sign that you will be able to apply so much wiseness, you know, into your life, into your spiritual journey, and you will understand and realize the taste and the flavor of you being free, doing things in your own way, expressing yourself in your own way, and most importantly, living your life in your own very unique way. Your number this month, it's number 11. Okay, so it's all about your spirituality. It's all about you realizing something so deep about yourself, so deep about the world around you. But most importantly, this is going to lead towards your own spiritual awakening, and so much is slowly but surely going to start changing these months. A lot is going to come to you in form of the actual inspiration and optimism, but also quite a lot is going to come to you just out of the blue. You're going to feel this very kind of strong urge to explore yet again. This is going to be required from you to make the necessary step when you feel this urge, when you feel this feeling to kind of like when you become aware of this feeling to explore. There is something so much more going to be behind that. So it's all about you understanding that there is a lot of investigation that you are going to have in your life when it comes to the actual month of August. You're going to naturally feel to investigate those parts of your life that you feel very, very attracted to. Indeed, this is all leading towards something very, very special, in particular when it comes to your spirit come home to itself. You have been through so much, you have been all around the place, and I know it sounds all around the place in your mind, my gorgeous Capricornius, in your mind. This is why it all boils down to our spirituality and the way we view, things. So you've been through so much purely because your level of understanding, it's very elevated. You're very powerful. You're very deep. And I told you this millions of times. You have got this ability to understand and know almost immediately. If something is wrong, you know, baby. If something is right, everything is okay, then you know that as well. So you're an empath on a level 2005,377. Okay, so you are an empath, I'm very, very sorry. on a very high and elevated level, my gorgeous Capricornian. So sometimes, you know, this is wonderful to be like this because you're born like that, but sometimes it's just really difficult and hard because you understand and then you don't know how you can explain to people who don't understand, you know, something that you understand, you know. So but then again, it's all boiling down to the fact that, you know, you did become aware of the fact also that the things that you understand and the things that you became aware of over the last 2 or 3 years, it's not that everybody can understand. Not that everybody can see what you can see. So this is this powerful essence that I'm talking about, that particular essence, this is the same energy and vibration that is going to be highlighted, but it's going to be turned into like the actual you knowing exactly what do you need to do in terms of the actual bold action. So you are, my gorgeous Capricorn, who's going to take a very bold action indeed, and you're going to find this so exciting. This is going to give you so much energy, and it's going to make you feel so much confident. It's going to make you feel so brave. It's going to make you feel so passionate, and it's also going to make you feel so adventurous indeed. On another hand, you know, this is going to, that bold action that I'm talking about, you will know what this is, because on one hand, this is to do, what is this bold action, bold action, bold action? Don't be so vague, Sasha, don't be so vague. I'm having a go at myself. No, what is this bold action that I'm talking about? Don't worry, I will explain. This bold action is you. It's coming because you're reaching the end of the journey. Wherever there is the end of the journey, there is the beginning of the journey as well. And this is something that you should be focusing on right now. The whole new perspective which is coming into your life. But so what is this bold action? It's to do with you understanding and knowing exactly which kind of it's to do with you transforming ideas and goals. It's to do with the bold action is to do with you transforming finally your ideas and goals into reality. And this is going to be highlighted like in between the second from the 2nd of August. This is going to be highlighted anyway. You're going to have this on your mind because your passion, it's going to be like, oh my God, you're going to be driven by your own passion. So it's all about like you becoming aware of the skilled action that you're going to need to make, but at the same time, you know, you will know that you've got all the resources that you need, because there is going to be a very interesting message that you're going to get at the same time, and which is going to be followed by the certain advice. But then on another hand, this is going to give you so much confidence about your own power, and most importantly, it's going to give you this mind-blowing sense of timing that you're actually going to have. It's all about you beginning now and understanding that it's time to take your first step. And even more so, you know, it's just like brilliant what also is going to happen at around the mid-August, like an absolutely fantastic bright prospects are going to come through. But how this bright prospect is going to happen at around the mid-August, you're going to have a very unusual sign, very unusual omen, and it's again to do with an animal. We had so many omens, we had so many animals, you know, as in omens, and when it comes to nature and things like that, this month you're going to have a ridiculously strong and powerful connection when it comes to the actual nature. Please, I know it sounds crazy, but on one hand, when you have a strong connection with the nature, nature is going to be speaking to you, it's going to be talking to you. You will know if you need to kind of go to reconnect with the nature. You will feel it on a different level. And then on another hand, you're also going to have so many signs through the actual nature. Maybe you will look at the tree and then you're going to see something. Oh my God, it reminds me of this, it reminds me of that. And then immediately try to like reflect what was on your mind at that time when you saw that sign, like that shape, like in the tree, within the tree, for example. And then you understand, oh my God, the shape of was like a bird. So that means that something is going to come to me really quickly, like it's going to be an important news, for example, and it's required from me to do things freely and to be as free spirit as possible, for example. But it all depends on what you were thinking at the time. But also on another hand, the mid part of the actual August, it's going to bring you the actual omen, a sign, an animal, an unusual animal. Whether this is going to be bird or a dog or a cat, again, I'm sorry, this is important. I'm not surprised again, because I've been keep on seeing omens quite a lot with certain signs. They seem to appear quite more often than some other signs, because you're so super intuitive. This doesn't surprise me. You're very pure when it comes to your intention attention. So I'm not surprising that the spirit decides to communicate to you in this particular way. So you're going to become aware of this, like kind of like whether this is going to be a bird, a cat, or a dog. And it also depends where you are spiritually, how far you have progressed, which animals do you like, which animals you don't like, which animals you dislike, you know, which animals you're scared of. It all means something. So one specific animal is going to call to your attention. One specific animal, look, and even when it comes to that animal, look, it just came to me. Even when it comes to that specific animal, for example, look, my gorgeous Capricornius, when it comes to that specific animal is bringing you a really important message. That specific animal, first of all, when you see that animal, you will know, whatever this is, bird, cat, dog, it's something that's going to be unusual again about it, and it's going to be like kind of, the connection is going to be almost direct in between you two. Very, very direct connection indeed, and this is because you're going to be sharing something very specific on this spiritual journey, and this animal is bringing you a message. On one hand, pay attention to what was on your mind, something that was bothering you. You will see something that was bothering you, something that was making you dark, something that was making you negative. That is going to be resolved. This animal is going to let you know this is your sign. But this animal is also trying to make you aware of the fact that as soon as you become aware of this animal, even if you don't become aware of this animal, it doesn't matter. You're still going to, and this is another bonus, but you're still going to become aware of an opportunity which is going to bring you really bright prospects into your life. It's going to bring you hope. It's going to bring you inspiration. It's going to make you feel really optimistic. Your spirit is going to be rising. You're going to be inspired. You're going to be really optimistic. And you're going to start feeling almost immediately, my Lord, my luck is changing in the best possible way. And when it comes to like a shuffling these oracle cards and focusing on that omen that you're going to have at around the mid-August, it's also, look at this, finding that sign. It's going to help you so much to really find yourself again. But at the same time, it's going to help you to find, you know, something very special and very unique about yourself. And that in itself, it's really gonna put you on the path. When it comes to like things that have been really, really sad, you're gonna need to pay attention to at the same time, what are you still feeling sad about? Something in your past is still holding you down and it's making you feel really negative, and it's something that you haven't been you didn't get over it. It is very important for you to understand that this is the time that emotionally you need to work on like a pretty much, so you see, because you're gonna get an answer through some kind of situation in the past that it still kind of affected you so much, and you may not even be aware of it, but you are gonna get an answer. And this is important for your spirit, and it's also important for your own healing. This is going to kick off the healing process. So it's to do with you working on the shadow parts of yourself, you know. Just remember, no one knows you like you know yourself. You know yourself. No one understands you like you understand yourself. But wherever there is a good, there is a bad. Wherever there is a bad, there is a good. And I'm only saying this because we have lots of like kind of shadow parts of ourselves that we don't want to go deep down towards, you know. We don't want to, because it makes us feel like ew, it makes us feel horrible, it makes us feel not really nice, and it depends what we've been through. But then this is also what exactly we need to do. You need to immediately attack this. We need to attack this problem, and you can only attack that problem by going deep as you possibly can, because there is some kind of answer that you're going to have, which is going to bring healing into your life. Look, again and again, healing into your life. Like, come on, man, this is like absolutely mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing indeed. This healing that is going to come into your life is going to reflect on two very, very special things that mean to you the most. And also, on another hand, this, after that moment in time, you will know that there is the certain sacrifice that you're going to need to make, and the sacrifice is going to consist of you escaping. That's how you're going to feel, like you want to escape, you will be able to escape on time. Okay, so you will be able to escape on time, and this is going to help you so much with part of your life that restricted you for way too long. And it's also, you know, gonna be really, really good for you as well. What I really like as well, my gorgeous Capricornians, is that you're gonna have a really kind of important message here, which is going to surprise you. Surprising message about the clear progress, about the victory, and really great achievement, you know. But that in itself is gonna surprise you, because it's gonna happen a little bit sooner than you actually expected, and it's going to allow you to make an important decision, and you will know what the next step is, and it's to do with the rapid advancement after this moment in time as well. And it's to do with the part of your life that, you know, just kind of brought so much unfulfilled hopes, pessimism, bad luck, and lack of opportunity, unsatisfactory experiences, and things like that. So, you know, this is to do with you karmically slowly coming to an end with a kind of like a bad luck in your life, and this is going to become your turning point indeed. My gorgeous Capricornians, you know, this is very, very exciting, because the turning point that you're going to have, it's going to happen in between the 17th and the 31st of August 2022, and you will know when the turning point is going to happen, because now at around that time you're also really going to feel like, oh my god, my luck started to change, I'm liking this, oh my god, this is becoming exciting. So this is the time when you will know that vibrationally and energetically things are changing, and your vibration is going to be rising. So the turning point is going to happen like that, and naturally you are going to become aware of an important future plan that before, you know, that future plan, you were like kind of really scared, and you were negative because you thought it wasn't the right time, and there were like lots of fears of an unknown that was holding you down. So now this free spirit within you, it's going to be rising. Your spirit is going to rise to the point when you're going to become really brave, but then at the same time, you know, you're going to need to understand that, you know, when it comes to the future planning, what naturally you need to do at that moment in time, you need to kind of really clear the air. By clearing the air, you're also going to find out something very specific about yourself. Most importantly, when it comes to like a knowing what the right thing is in order to do, in order to expand your horizons. But you're not going to be able to understand what exactly to do until you kind of clear the air. You will clear the air by putting your foot down. You are going to be challenged at around the last 11 days of August 2022, and when you're challenged, you don't need to fight, you don't need to argue or anything like that. But the most important thing is to put your foot down, my gorgeous Capricornians. By putting your foot down, by being honest with yourself, put your foot down. By putting your foot down, you're going to clear the air. By clearing the air, you're at the same time going to expand your horizons indeed. Okay, and also when it comes to the power of synchronicity, you know, there is so much that it's going to be speaking to you, so many little signs. You're going to become everywhere, and you know, the things are going to start turning like kind of magical and very mysterious and very interesting for you, because you're going to find yourself in an element, in dimension that you really, really enjoy indeed. When it comes to your health and nutrition, my gorgeous Capricornians, you're also going to have a sensitive bones, and you will kind of wake up in the morning, you will do this, and then you're going to feel like, oh my god, my bones are starting to become really sensitive. I will tell you, it's not only about the sensitive bones, but it's also about your immune system. So you will need something so sensitive for sensitive bones and the actual immune system. And I'm highly recommending you to take like the actual my own brand and natural vitamin D3. You know, as you know, I have my own brand now, because you know it was very difficult for me to get like a supplements, vitamins and minerals in the actual health shops, what they call health shops. You know, it's like they say it's natural, but it's filled with so much rubbish and so many chemicals. It's unbelievable, and they hide it with a certain words that they make similar to like something that's good for you, but it's not. It's all done by the actual design. So I decided to start my own vitamin supplements, which are of course like exceptionally high quality, and they're without any horrible ingredients, and they're suitable for vegetarians and vegans. You know, they're suitable for everyone. So I highly recommend you to get a natural vitamin D3 supplement and take every single day. Even if you're in the sun, it doesn't matter anymore. Sorry, even if you're in the sun every day, it doesn't matter anymore. You know, because you know you still need natural vitamin D3, and this is going to help you it's going to help your skeleton, and it's also going to help with your bones. of course, and it's going to help you like to boost your immune system. This alongside the actual zinc picolinate. It's the highly absorbable version of zinc, which goes perfectly with D3. This is something that you should be taking every single day in order to boost your immune system, and it's absolutely brilliant for so many other bodily actions, and it helps you to like kind of like increase your energy levels. It helps you to feel so much better about yourself. It's great for skin, hair and nails and the dry skin that you're also going to have. So the combination of these two is a must. And on another hand, what else I was going to say to you, you know how things are crazy, really crazy. And I'm saying this whether you understand or whether you don't, and you need to believe this to me, because this is getting rather scary indeed. The amount of metals is being increased, the amount of metals in the air, the amount of metals in the soil, in the ground around us has increased, has doubled over the last 10 to 12 years indeed, which means that, you know, everything around us is full of aluminium and a very, very dangerous metals. Now, aluminium and the dangerous metals are affecting us in the worst possible ways, in millions of ways. It's affecting our way of thinking, our mind. It's affecting our energy. We become sluggish. We become uncertain. Things are not clear anymore. It affects our way of thinking. It affects our mind, brain, memory. It affects us in so many different ways indeed. Our body cannot even absorb nutrition properly anymore. So you need something to detoxify these metals, and you have to do this. You must do this. Every single one of us has to do this. Organic chlorella is a big mama. It's an important supplement in order to detoxify yourself from all these metals. And yes, I'm sorry, but I would really suggest you to get like a high quality, proper organic chlorella supplement like this one. This is a highly, exceptionally high quality supplement, you know, which is going to help you to cleanse yourself out of all these metals to detoxify yourself from aluminium and everything else that is making you feel sick. But also at the same time, it's going to boost your immune system, and it's going to give you so much protein. It's going to give you like a vitamins, minerals, and it's also going to give you superb and rather essential omega-3 fatty acids indeed. So organic chlorella is a must. This is also the best quality you can get, but at the same time it's suitable for vegetarians and vegans, and it's absolutely without anything that could harm you. If you would like to buy these vitamins and minerals that are absolutely mine, you just need to kind of like check it. The link is in the description at the bottom. Or you can just go on Google and just type in Sasha Bonasin vitamins, and you will see the page is going to pop up. The vitamins are natural vitamin D3, natural zinc picolinate, and organic chlorella. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant, if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor. You just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. So now, my gorgeous Capricornians, I'm going on the very first date. It's going to be the 1st of August. The 1st of August, there is going to be quite uncomfortable situation that you're going to become aware of. Something is going to happen completely out of the blue. It's going to surprise you completely out of the blue. It's going to throw you out of the balance right at the beginning of the week. Right at the beginning of the month, I suppose the beginning of the week, you know, right at the beginning of the month, you know, something is going to throw you out of the balance, but you need to understand this, that this needed, it's going to surprise you. It's going to make you feel a bit worried. It's going to make you feel a little bit negative. It's going to make you feel like, oh my God. But then again, your subconscious mind, you know, it's going to keep on coming out, and it's going to start being kind of excited. So you're not going to be able to understand at that moment in time, but something within, it's going to be guiding you and kind of making you feel just as excited that this is actually coming to an end. And you know where this is going to come from. It's going to come from the fact that you will know that at that moment in time, the worst is most certainly over. The worst is most certainly over. You have had so much on your back, especially over the last 10 to 11 to 12 months indeed. So now with this situation, you will just know like, oh my God, the worst is over, and this is why this is going to be so good for you. And at the same time, my gorgeous Capricornians, you will feel like a very strong like kind of elements of justice, which are going to make you feel so passionate about yourself, in particular when it comes to the actual new beginnings in your life. This is also going to help you to separate, you know, reality it's going to help you to separate the actual reality from illusion. And on another hand, it's you're going to realize the power of leading the actual way. Be a leader. Show others, my gorgeous Capricornians, how it's done. You know, by showing others, help others. You know, by showing others how it's done, you're going to heal others. By healing others, you're going to heal yourself as well. So it's all about your understanding that from the 1st of August right until the end of that month, it's all about investigating, looking at things closely, asking questions if you want to ask questions, but then also at the same time it's important to realize that to think before acting. Okay, so the second important date, my gorgeous Capricornians, and before I go there, I would highly suggest you to get something like an Amazonite, because it's going to be look at how gorgeous this is. Yeah, so Amazonite is going to help you to with a career, with finances, with the best prospects. It helps you with the balance, so you think much more clear. It helps you with that clarity. It attracts finances. It attracts good luck into your life. When it comes to planning, career planning, on the next step in general, this really helps you to come to the bottom of things much quicker. So therefore, you make decisions quite rapidly. But on another hand, why this is one of my most favorite crystals, Amazonite, of course. Have a guess? Pam, pam, pam. What's the most powerful part of our body? One of the most powerful parts of our body that lots of people don't even talk about. It's the pineal gland. The third psychic eye, pineal gland, is one of the most powerful parts of our bodies. You know, there are some very kind of like a dark forces out there are working very hard to try to block people's pineal glands. By blocking people's pineal gland, what these dark forces achieve, the people are never going to be themselves, because they just get stuck in this limbo and they don't understand that there is so much more out of it. So now we do know that there are things that we can actually do in order to protect ourselves, you know, when it comes to this. But also, most importantly, when it comes to like the actual we do know things that we need to do when it comes to enhancing our third psychic eye, unlocking our third psychic eye. So Amazonite, it's absolutely a must when it comes to unlocking your third psychic eye. It helps you so much because you understand things that you didn't understand before, but then it doesn't, things that, you know, that were scaring you, they don't scare you anymore, because you just have a completely different level of understanding, indeed, of awareness. So this gorgeous Amazonite comes with a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, my gorgeous Capricornians, you're also supporting my channel as well. The second important date is going to be on the 11th. The second important date is going to be on the 11th of the actual August. Now, the 11th of August, first of all, you need to be aware of the fact that you're going to come across someone who is actually going to test you a little bit, and somebody who's not maybe that honest, and somebody who's quite selfish, and somebody who's like kind of seeing things only from like a maybe materialistic point of view. So on the 11th of August, I need to warn you not to be outsmarted. Don't be outsmarted on the 11th of August. You are ridiculously intelligent, spiritually, mentally. You are very, very powerful signs. I said this many times. But you know, you just need to understand that sometimes we come across certain people who makes us to act or react in a certain way, and certain people makes us to forget who we are for just a little while. This can be in a good way, or this can be in a bad way, all right? But now what am I trying to say to you? Just to make sure that on the 11th of August, when you come across this person, do not be outsmarted. How are you gonna do that? Well, stay true to yourself, be true to yourself, put your foot down where you need to put your foot down. But most importantly, how are you going to do that? How are you going to make sure that you're not outsmarted? By being compassionate. Just remember this, by being compassionate, you're not going to be outsmarted. I know it sounds like, oh God, you know, but you will see when you come across this situation, this is exactly what is going to happen. You know, it could happen on the 11th, but it could happen within the few days around the 11th of August, indeed. It all depends on your particular spiritual journey. And then on another hand, you know, you're also on the 11th of August, you're going to really kind of have such a clarity on these days as well. Something is going to bring you clarity when you least expect it, whether you're going to be meditating and something is going to come to you, whether you're going to sleep a little bit on that day and you're going to wake up and something is going to come to you, but you know, it's going to come through it's going to be reasoned through the certain levels of your subconsciousness, the clarity, and that clarity is very much so to do with the actual, you know, with your passion, with a new beginning, but most importantly, it's to do with an inspiration. That clarity is going to lead towards inspiration. And inspiration, it's all about your own passion. And also, you know, you will know why this is going to be so big, so good, and so important when it comes to you, because it's going to make you feel like you're ready for anything. And the fact that you're going to feel you're ready for anything, you're ready to take the whole world on, basically, that is a very clear sign, an indication that you are going through your own enlightenment. And it's not only bringing you that 11th, it's also bringing you someone very special into your life, someone who's going to be playing a role for a long time to come, and somebody who you're going to learn spiritually so much about yourself, but the other person is also going to learn so much about themselves spiritually as well. So it's going to be vice versa, a big mama moment indeed. But on another hand, you know, in between the 11th and the 18th of August especially, you are going to have such a powerful nostalgia moment. You're going to feel very, very nostalgic. And what is this nostalgia going to do? What is this nostalgia going to do? In nostalgia, it's going to really open your eyes, and it's also somehow through that nostalgia you are going to kind of become aware of something risky on one hand, but on another hand, what else? Something risky that you're dealing with right now. It's going to be highlighted, a bit of a psychic moment indeed, through things that you've learned and been before. But on another hand, you're also going to become aware of how important it is to not to take things for granted indeed. So this is something else that you're going to become aware of. And then another thing I was going to recommend you, my gorgeous Capricornians, would be this gorgeous Tiger Denchik Agate. This one is quite a rare, and it's absolutely beautiful and very unique, because this possesses very, very interesting patterns. You know, every single crystal has got like a kind of very unique pattern that almost looks like a little painting, to be quite honest with you. Every single one of them was so unique, and this is also going to help you so much to feel better about yourself, and it helps you to turn negative situations and negative people and negative energy not only into positive energy, but it helps you to transform this negative energy into the energy that becomes very, very fierce, and it gives you courage, and it enhances your own ambition at the time when you need it the most. This gorgeous pendant comes with sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, my gorgeous Capricornians, you're also supporting my channel as well. So the last date that I would like to highlight is going to be on the 29th of August. Now the 29th of August, I like this so much because karmically this is going to be a brilliant day. Something is going to return to you. Something is going to return to you karmically, my gorgeous Capricornians, when it comes to the 29th of August. And this is going to be so good, and it's going to make you feel so brilliant with yourself. It's going to make you feel happy, and it's going to make you feel satisfied, because it's to do with the person in your life that was worrying you. Maybe it's your child, maybe it's your sister, maybe it's your brother, somebody younger, or like a younger spirit that you've been through with so much over the last 2 or 3 years in particular. And of course that naturally you decided to work on this as much as you can. You put so much energy in, and you were worrying so many times when it comes to that particular person. It's perhaps someone like younger in your life and things like that was exposed to all sorts of vulnerability as well, and that other person in your life have learned a very unique and a very powerful message for themselves, what the people can be like in general. Anyway, so you were working a lot on that relationship, so this is going to get back to you, because that person, there is some kind of success that is slowly but surely going to walk into your life, and you're going to feel so happy about it. So their own happiness is going to make you kind of explode in the best possible way. Bless your heart. So this in itself is brilliant, but it's also a karmic reward that you're going to get here, and you're going to benefit from so much. So you see this when it comes to the karmic where is it? Yeah, when it comes to the karmic reward, my gorgeous Capricornians, you see, I will show you what karmic reward oracle card is saying that the karmic reward is actually going to bring you, my gorgeous Capricornians. Oh my Lord. You see this strength? I don't know if you can see strength. It's bringing you strength, okay? Especially when it comes to blessings. It's bringing you strength. It's bringing you blessings. And also it's bringing you peace. Oh my God. So you were like kind of worrying about this so much. Bless your heart. And it's again showing what an unselfish sign you actually are, because I know for the fact that this is to do with your emotions, and this is to do with someone very precious and someone very important in your life. So also on the 29th of August, my gorgeous Capricornians, it's like, I like this so much. It's like this conclusion, a really huge conclusion you're going to be able to have after this. So this was something that was really affecting you, this situation with this person in your life. You see, it was affecting you, bless your heart, you see. So now after that moment in time, you will be able to kind of think about yourself, and it's going to clear out so much air, you know. So it's bringing a conclusion, a healing. It's bringing you really kind of like, this is bringing you an important conclusion, sorry, which is going to bring a healing and satisfactory result into your life, because you will know that that conclusion that you are talking about, now it's time. But there is going to be a little compromise that you're going to become aware of. That compromise, once you kind of get hold, once you start with this compromise, on one hand, you're going to, something is going to inspire you. There is some kind of idea that is going to come to you, like a wise advice you're going to realize, but at the same time it's the idea that you are going to have. But then at the same time it's to do with a very good news, especially when it comes to you realizing desires, you know, and the desires that you're going to realize are all about these very kind of special abilities that you're gonna recognize, you know, the highlight. They're gonna be special abilities of yours that are going to be highlighted on the 29th of August, on the 30th of August, and on the 31st of August. You're also going to be facing a little obstacle, purely because you're gonna find yourself being quite like surprised. Where is that desire to recover what is lost coming from? Well, this is actually really beneficial for you, because this is an important stage where you are reconnecting yourself, you know, with yourself, and this is where this desire to recover what is lost is coming from, because there is a very strong and powerful element from the past. It's going to be highlighted, and you need to bring it back into this present moment right now. So now, my gorgeous Capricornians, I'm just going to see briefly what to pay attention to in the first part of August, mid part of August, and the last part of August. So the first part of August, you know, please listen to me very carefully. You're going to come across the stage in the period where you are going to feel very uncertain. What you need to remember is you are choosing who you will become. The first part of August, you are choosing who you will become. Okay, just remember this. Okay, the mid part of August is like all about, I like this so much, because there is a certain conditioning which is also about to fall away. There's a certain memory that is not going to be able to define you anymore whatsoever, because slowly but surely these are going to be the beginning stages of you learning something so unique and so sacred about this past that was holding you down for so long. Don't worry, this is going to be absolutely evident. Just remember what I said before. You are going to be doing a little bit of a shadow work, which is ever so necessary in our lives indeed. The last part of August, just remember there is going to be a mind-blowing creative spark that you are going to have, mind-blowing inspiration that you are going to have, and that inspiration, it's already going to start the process in your mind. It's already going to start the process of manifestation. What you're going to imagine, you are going to make a conception, at the same time. Whatever you imagine, you're about to start creating as well. Make the most of it indeed. So now, my gorgeous Capricornius, I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you in a relationship. You need to be very careful for those of you in relationship, because if it comes to your partner who wants to maybe invest in something, or your partner is doing some kind of business, or your partner want to make a really huge purchase or spend lots of money somewhere doing something really massive and really big, you need to be really careful when it comes to these months. Maybe if you maybe if you put it off for this month and you do it in September, for example, but only do it if you come across people who don't sound right, who are very kind of dark, not in their appearance, but dark and negative energy I'm talking about, because your partner is going to come across somebody who's very kind of dishonest, someone who's like a lot to do with deception, somebody who's very kind of like a bad influence person, somebody who is insincere, but it's also to do with some kind of a deal that you have to be very, very careful about. If you know who you're dealing with and you know that person, and then it's all great. But on another hand, if you're uncertain and you have a very strange signs and you have a very strange vibe and energy, please try to let your partner know what I said, to try to remove him or herself from the situation, and try to do it in September instead of August. But only if you really come across this, only if it's so obvious to you. But if you do not think this, then, and if you know this person who you deal with really well, then that's whole another thing. Because on another hand, you are also both are going to start the process of such a powerful change, and this is going to become evident at around the 12th of August onwards. The process of change is going to start when you both feel so kind of bored also. This is unrelated to what I just said just now before. After this is the different things for the couples. For example, after the 12th of August, the process of change is going to start, but it's going to come in form of where you're both going to kind of come to the certain agreement that you're bored with the certain elements in your life, but you should do something about it. As soon as you start kind of doing something about it throughout the energy of August, you're gonna kind of really speed things up indeed. It's gonna help you to get to the point where you want to get, my gorgeous Capricornius, and it's to do with an important continuation. And for those of you who are single and ready to mingy, my gorgeous Capricornius, you are gonna have the beginning of a very, very meaningful experience this month. You're going to find yourself somewhere completely unplanned, and it's not going to be the person that you're gonna meet, the love of your life this month. No, baby, no. But it's just as important. The meaningful experience that you are going to have, it's gonna happen out of the blue. You're gonna find yourself in a place, you're gonna find yourself in an area completely unplanned, but you know what? You will be enjoying yourself. You will be loving it. This is going to bring the whole new sense and meaning into your life. You're going to feel the happiness again. You're going to feel the excitement again. You're going to feel the fact that colorful and beautiful life can be, as long as we allow ourselves to be who we are, and as long as we allow ourselves to be adventurous. Being adventurous, I mean the importance of going out and doing things. Blessings are literally everywhere. Open the door, walk out, There are blessings there every single day, every single time we walk out through outdoors indeed, let alone all the other things that we come across. My point is that you're going to find yourself in a place, in an area completely unplanned, my gorgeous Capricornians, and that is going to mean to you so much. Maybe you're going to have a little bit of fun. Maybe you will go to the certain club, or you will go to the certain garden party, or you will go somewhere, you know, where you are just gonna, it's gonna remind you how things used to be, and you're gonna love it, and you're gonna find this so adventurous indeed. This is gonna be the beginning of a very meaningful experience, or rather adventurous in so many different ways. So what does that mean with the love of your life? Well, it means that that particular situation that made you feel so happy and excited, it's going to be directly responsible for someone very special who is about to walk into your life, and it's going to be September and October 2022 indeed. So it's not even going to be that long, but with these things that are going to be happening, you will know exactly how this is going to unfold in your life. Okay, my gorgeous Capricornians, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.